Are you feeling confident about your macro usage? If so, let's just step a little bit further into the Visual Basic. At the moment, you can create a macro by recording, and potentially with a minimal amount of editing in the Visual Basic. What we're now going to propose is the ability to add an "Are you sure?" dialog box to your macro. So instead of just using the macro, perhaps from one of your great little triggers here on the ribbon, like the insert 2-hour meeting, inserts a 2-hour meeting. However, some of the macros that might be a little bit more dangerous than that, like the reset project one, you may wish to add an "Are you sure?" dialog box to it. We can do that, but we have to edit the Visual Basic ourselves. So in order to do that, we go to View, Macros, View Macros, choose the macro we wish to edit. So I'm going to choose the Insert Meeting one, choose Edit. Now the steps of this macro start here with Insert Task and end here with the Select Task field. I'm just going to put return in between the end and the end sub and between the beginning and the beginning of the tasks. And we're going to add in an if statement. If MSG box, open brackets. Now the MSG box is a VBA command that creates a dialog box. And in that dialog box, the first part is a prompt. So we're going to be prompted. What text would we like in our prompt? Because it's text, it goes in speech marks. Well, are you sure you wish to insert a meeting? Question mark, close speech marks, comma. We then get a choice of the buttons for our dialog box. And there's quite a few, but if we go down the list, we will see VB, yes, no. There we are. So we're asking the person, are you sure you wish to insert a meeting? And we're going to give them a yes, no option, comma. We then have the title. This is what appears at the top of the dialog box. And in there, I'm just going to put just a mo. And then that's enough for our VB dialog box MSG box. So I close my round brackets. So I'm saying if MSG box, are you sure you wish to insert a meeting? VB yes, no will give me a yes, no box. And then just a mo is the title. Now, if this MSG box, so the answer to the dialog box, is equal to VB yes, then. And when I come down to a new line, you'll see the if and the then get title cased and changed into blue. And then I come down to the end of all my commands and put end if, which also, when I press return, turns blue. And if I hadn't put it in title case, it would have changed it into title case. So now I have an if and an end if that encompasses these commands. If I say yes to this question, these commands will be carried out. If I say no, then they won't. Let's close, as we did earlier. No need to say a save option. And then come down to new line and try to run that macro again. So insert a 2-hour meeting. Are you sure you wish to insert a meeting? So there's my title, just a mo. And here's my VB yes and VB no box. If I click no, then nothing happens. If I go back and try again, but this time click yes, then the meeting gets carried out. So by encompassing the steps of the commands with an if and an end if, and then that MSG box, I'm giving myself the option of an "Are you sure?" step, which is quite often what you get when you're dealing with applications. Are you sure you wish to do this? Do you really wish to proceed? And you can see that code in your editor. We go View Macros and Edit. It's a simple line before your steps with an end if after your steps, really so it knows when to stop carrying out the steps. And there's no else option here. The else is effectively not to do anything. So say yes, this lot gets carried out. Say no, nothing happens. So that's adding an "Are you sure?" step into your macros.